Hey Hodies, welcome back to my channel. My name is hautemesstom and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're just doing a very basic let's play with makeup. My goal today is to share some thoughts, updated thoughts on some things. So I'll be using some stuff from the testing drawer. I think that's really it. I know I said my next video would be like a follow-up on my makeup forever stuff, which I am going to film soon. It'll be up probably sometime this week. Anyway, how is everyone? It's really hot and gross and rainy. It's like some terrible combination of the world's worst things right now. I finally finished the wallpaper. I'm actually really glad that it came when it did because I had done like a strip, and that's where you saw critical sass happening. Is like I got real close to that strip and then I like recorded in front of it, and now it's almost done. This wall is not completely done, it's like only partially done. I had to scrap a couple pieces of the wallpaper because I like messed them up beyond belief, but I'm really happy with it. However, what I'm finding is that it's really dark and I'm already on the lookout for a lamp. Tiffany's on Facebook Marketplace for me, like hunting for one, sending me options. Anyway, if you have any good places where you can get like unique lighting, I know that lighting is really expensive for some, like buying new lighting is really expensive. I want to do a floor lamp in that corner, but that might not be enough. I might need to do either another floor lamp or get like a table and table lamp. All of that to be said, it's a work in progress, but the wallpaper portion is done. I'm gonna prep my lips while we're getting into it. I'm gonna be doing my eyes off camera. I have something that I can't talk about for quite some time, but I started recording like short form content with it. So I'll come back and then you can, I mean, I guess try to guess where it came from. I can't tell you anything about it, which is interesting. I got something pre-launch one time before. The thing was, also this brand did that too. It's like in the package, it should have had, don't talk about this. I got the package and then I got an email a couple days after my package arrived saying, do not talk about this. It sounded like threatening, which I don't think it was that mean because I didn't post about it at all. I asked another creator friend if they happened to get it, but I didn't show them what it was. I just happened if they happened to get PR from that brand. We're gonna do something more cool toned today because of the nature of the eye product so I'm gonna build like a cool toned look. So because of that, I'm using the Victoria Beckham original primer. I went and got my haircut today. I've been very busy today. It shows no signs of stopping, which is just like, you know, a little bit par for the course. I've been doing more short form content, and let me tell you, it has been making a difference as far as like growing. So if you happen to be another creator, I know it's so annoying, especially for people who like, I like both watching long form beauty content and making long form beauty content more than I like doing short form content. It's a little bit annoying, but if like growth is like something that you're after, it feels like the only way, which is unfortunate. I really don't like it. So I'm talking mostly about posting it on YouTube Shorts, but like because I make the short form content already, I post it on Reels and I post it on TikTok. I don't know how to make the TikTok algorithm like me anymore than it does, which it doesn't like me at this juncture. So also my hair is freshly cut and it's not sitting right. It's not sitting the way I want it to yet. It takes a couple of days, but the fade is fresh. For foundation today, I think I'm gonna use the Surreal Skin. Now that Hannah has posted her video, I'm very seriously working all the way through all of my Surratt products. You'll be hold on. The whole time. That's good news. Ooh. I'm so glad we just learned that together. I don't. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe. Never once thought, I never once thought to try that. And then I was just fussing with it. This makes more sense because people were telling me that they just squirt some out. And I was like, but how? It comes through the brush. Please. Okay. All right. So in case you can't see, it just is a nozzle. I mean, it makes sense that it looks like that, but now I can apply it with one of my favorite brushes, which are, you know, basically just as dirty as the one from Surratt. But I'm wondering if I might like it more. My feelings on this foundation are that it's pretty, but I do not like it as much as the Dewdrop. And I don't think I'll ever like it as much as the Dewdrop, but it does look better with my brush. It doesn't look as heavy. Like, I feel like this brush that I'm using is working better with it. It is, oh, no. Okay, that changed a lot. For this foundation, I'm not gonna do like one of my like long form foundation reviews inside that Surratt video. I will apply it and test it all the same. So there's probably gonna be footage of all of that. I'm gonna keep it a little more simple. Like I won't go into ingredients or anything with it. I didn't think about this. I probably should have showered before doing this because all I'm gonna do is just find hair. I'll probably wash my brushes after today anyway. Here was my day so far. I woke up. I made short form content. I used to love working out in the morning. I used to really love it. Like before I had any obligations, I used to like love working out. But because I work so early in the morning, like I start at 6 a.m., I don't want to work out and then be ready to work. Now, if I started at 7, I would wake up at the same time and then work out before work, but I start at 6. So much hair. I also feel like I'm using so much less of product of this. I think this looks a lot nicer than it has. This is looking beautiful. I'm gonna ask Kackie. I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna put the brush back on to like hopefully keep more product in there. Game changer. Who knew? I have this. My friend Nicole, also known as Majestic Beasts on Instagram. Majestic Beasts Reviews on Instagram. She is one of the most ruthless reviewers that I know on the internet. She does not have time for anything less than perfect for her. She bought this. This is the Sonia G Sheer Buffer, which I think is part of the Fusion line based on the color. I haven't looked up like what it's supposed to be used for. It looks like it goes with these. So I'm assuming it's for creams. And I was going to use it today with my foundation because I do like sheer coverage foundations. And typically when I use something that's a little more liquidy, I like to use this brush, which is not as densely packed. But I forgot, but I just wanted to shout out that Nicole was kind enough to send this to me and another product we're going to look at today. I don't know if we're going to use it, but whenever we get to a certain step, I'll show you what she sent me. It's very funny because she sent it to me and she was like, I don't think you're going to use this. It's a joke and I needed you to see it. Respect. I can't believe I had a clean foundation brush. See, this is what happens. This is why I don't always lay things out because it doesn't matter if I do or if I don't. I still just reach for whatever. It's like the green color corrector effect. It's like I put the green color corrector out and I'm like, I'm going to use you today. And then I almost always forget. But then when I'm going through my drawers and I'm just casually doing my makeup, I like put it on much more than I do on camera because it's like laying it out doesn't work for me. I'm editing now and I just looked up the sheer buffer brush on Sonia G, well, Beautylicious website, which is where they sell Sonia G exclusively, I'm fairly certain. It's supposed to be a bronzer brush, which I absolutely could have used it, a cream bronzer brush. I think I'm going to use it for foundations. I mean, I'm going to try it with a bronzer at some point. Those new phytocertain bronzers are coming out soon. Maybe I can use it with that. Also, this is what the other part of my room looks like. You can see where the wallpaper stops. I said, no more. Not there. Anyway. I'm just like so relatable. Movie magic. Who? Quirky. Silly, funny, goofy. I'm gonna use this today. This is the Victoria Beckham. Oh no. Let's do concealer. The other day I was rewatching a video briefly because I was just like looking at, I like needed to see something from that video and my skin looked gorgeous and it was the Givenchy concealer all over my face, which I was gonna do today until I completely forgot that I was gonna do that. Anyway, for concealer today, we're just kind of using Surratt stuff. Not the whole face won't be Surratt, but I am now like I said, diligently working on finalizing some thoughts here on the things. A lot of the stuff I already know how I feel, but like I said, I'm like, I think I said this earlier, I'm recording B-roll footage for it. So I've been doing like makeup applications, you know, not on camera, which I don't only do makeup on camera, I do makeup other times too. So I have been taking like B-roll footage so I can show you all the shades on my face of like all of the blushes that I've been gifted. So hopefully that will be a good resource. I want to talk about this because I posted this on my Instagram. I did a short form, just like demo application of this, and I received a lot of feedback that I'm like the only person that they've seen so far has purchased it. And I will say, like, it is interesting, like a lot of the people that I follow that typically use Victoria Beckham kind of skipped this. And I think the reasoning was that everyone was appalled at the size of this product. So I'm gonna apply it again. I have used it on camera before, but in case you happen to have missed that, I have the shade Travertine. I've been really enjoying this. I feel like a lot of my audience feels similarly to like the other content creators where it's like, it's not enough product for them. My biggest complaint about it so far is I wish there was more shades. And I don't even mean depth. I think they need to go cooler because this definitely gives more bronze sculpting as opposed to like really like something cool toned, because it's not even that cool toned. It's definitely like, it's not as bad as like a lot of contours tend to be. Like, it's not just bronzer. Like, there is some coolness to it, but it's, you know, you kind of have to like look for it. But it's not the muddy brown of the, I haven't used this. I don't think I've used this in an application yet, but the Danessa Myricks contour balm, they disliked it so much I never want to put it on my face again. I had to fix my makeup. Like, I had to, after I use it, I had to like, there was just so much course correcting I had to do. But here's the thing, this product blends out beautifully. And because of the way that it's shaped, which I think is the purpose of it being shaped that way, because of the way that it is shaped, is so easy to use. And I've mentioned this before, but in case you happen to have missed it, I used to love this product from Burberry, and it was basically the same thing. It was like a little contour pen. And I love it because if you contour your nose, it makes it so easy. Like, you just put it right on there. And it's so easy to blend out. I think it's going to be something that I like a lot more than I think most people would, in the way that, like, I think it's for people who aren't that serious about makeup, meaning like it's just like designed to be like apply and go. This foundation is so lucky. This foundation is so lucky that I managed to accidentally do that today because it was not going to get a nice review. And like, I still have a lot of complaints about the packaging. I've already talked about the packaging of this, but like, I think my makeup looks better. Like, this foundation looks so much better with a different brush. Brushes are important. You can make any brush work. I'm not trying to say that you need to buy expensive brushes, but brushes are important. Brushes are really important, and that's not a good brush on the end of this. I'm like into this foundation a bit more. Like, I'm into this a lot more. We'll see. We'll see after I powder and everything. Something I'm learning about myself is now that I'm reviewing a little more stuff that I'm not always selecting for myself, meaning like I bought some of the Makeup Forever. I'm just gonna straight up tell you, I did not like the way my skin looked after I used this, and I have yet to visit it again because I didn't like the way my skin looked when I used it, and this was one of the problems, and now I never want to use it again. But I can't just use it one time and be like, that's enough to review it. But I'm having a hard time, I'm having a hard time deciding to try to make things work, because if I don't like them the first time, I'm like, this isn't a product that I would have bought for myself anyway, if that makes sense. Like, if I get it for review from a brand, or if I buy it to review, like as part of like a brand review, like that's the powder that Makeup Forever has, and then like I don't like it, and it's like, well, you know, I'm having trouble forcing myself to use things I don't like, because I have so much stuff that I like, and especially now that I'm curating my collection down to like the best of the best, the stuff that I want to use all the time, it's really giving me trouble. It's giving me trouble. That's the contour. Beautiful, blended, soft sculpture, bro. I don't you know about soft sculpture? For blush, I'm gonna use the liquid Barba Papa, but since we just had that moment, yeah. Okay, wow, holy crap. That's a really big sponge tip applicator. This also explains why it takes so long for the product to get to the top. Okay, I haven't used the liquid Barba Papa in a little bit of time. Now I'm so confused and I'm upset. I mean, beautiful products, but just like the dumbest packaging. It's such a deterrent. I can understand why someone would be like, absolutely not. Ugh. Barba Papa. I haven't even said it like that in quite some time. Some other people have recently got Barba Papa based on my recommendation. They're like, I think of you every time. Barba Papa. Oh, Barba Papa. Je Barba Papa. You do Barba Papa. Il Barba Papa. It's Just me for 3 minutes just saying ba 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 ba. The high quality content everyone's coming here for. I made, I haven't posted it yet, so it might not be up. But I made this, I made a short of me just being absolutely annoying. And I was like, don't worry, I don't know why people watch my YouTube either. Oh, I want to share this. I want to share this. This is the Torche Lumiere in Diamante. In my original video where I talked about this in my first impressions of Surratt, I said I did not like this. I have really, really come around to it. Now, I haven't watched Hannah's video, Surratt video, because I want to kind of like keep my opinions mine. But I did hear her say in a different video that she had been really liking this. But I had already decided at that point that I had started really liking it. I like this a lot. It still has like that glitter in it that I mentioned, but it's so stunning. I started wearing it a little bit more because I almost did the thing that I did with the Makeup Forever HD powder, is that I kind of like wrote it off and I was like, I don't really care for this. And I like didn't really want to use it. And then I used it, I don't know, I just randomly used it one day because I like saw it and I was like, okay, let's use that. And the glow looked so good. And I wasn't using with other Surratt products either. So it wasn't like, I was just kind of experiencing on its own. Like I wasn't using a bunch of new stuff on my face that day. That's also something that happens whenever you're using a ton of new stuff. You're like, just kind of like not really seeing everything as its own. Like you're trying really hard to, but like it's like just it's a lot to do and a lot to take on to like be aware of everything. But yeah, so I use this on a face of makeup with like a bunch of stuff that I use all the time, and I thought it looked so good. I'm finding, because there's another highlighter that I've wrote off that I've been trying, and now I really like it. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but like my love for highlighter it's evolved. So I used to really love the crazy highlighters, and I still do, and they still hold a special place in my heart for real. Something about these really soft, beautiful, ethereal glows. Not the ethereal glow of something like Ritual Defeat, but like the ethereal glow of just like something angelic. Oh man, I've been really into it. And like these, they do it. It's doing it for me. And then so is also the other highlighter that I will talk about at another time. Okay, we are at the point where we're going to powder. I'm going to powder my under eyes with Charlotte Tilbury powder, and then I'm going to potentially, it doesn't matter, I'm not wearing this out and about, so we'll for the giggles we will put this on. It's not gonna be great, it's not gonna be good, but let me just powder my under eyes. Okay, circling back as I always need to, I worked out this morning, made 3 shorts. I didn't post all of them, but I made 3 of them. When I got my hair cut, while I was out getting my hair cut, I ran a few errands. I didn't get caught in the rain, which, you know, isn't, in the grand scheme of things, not the biggest of deals, but it felt like a big deal today because it was raining really hard when I woke up, and then by the time I was going to get my hair cut, it had cleared up, but then it started looking dark when I was on my way home. Anyway, so I didn't get rained on. And then I was like, I shouldn't have to do anything for the rest of the day. And then I realized I procrastinated, and I'm supposed to normally post videos on Saturday, but this is going up on a Sunday. You're seeing it on a Sunday, so you know something happened. And what happened was I just was lazy, and I was like, didn't feel like filming a video the one day. I had a week where I just had no energy, and it might be the heat. Not that I'm outside a lot, but like even inside, you can tell where it's just like, it's hot, and I just want to, my lizard brain is like, just lay. No energy. No energy. Nicole, back to Nicole's gifts to me. So first the foundation brush, now this thing. When I opened the box, this was the first thing I saw. I saw a box from Dior, which I still have the box. It's just a little bit further away, and I don't feel like rolling over to grab it. And I was like, why would she be giving me something from Dior? And she also sent a note. So Nicole and I have exchanged makeup before, and she didn't send a note last time. I don't, if we ever exchange, let me say this here right now. If we ever exchange makeup, I don't expect the formality of like a note, right? And I think that Nicole and I got that about each other, but this one had a note, and I was like, something's doing here. So I read the note. The note was very funny, Nicole. I still have the note. I'm not throwing it away because it's very funny. So it ends up being this. Again, a beautiful Dior compact. I feel like I remember these coming out. I feel like I talked about them in a Critical Sass. Now, I'm going to read the back of this to you. This is the Dior Forever Cushion Powder loose powder in Mi Fiori. Mi Fiori. Mi Fiori. What do you think that symbol means? So there's like the 12 months after opening, then there's a face, and then there's a book. Now, I think there was a pamphlet inside this box. No, there wasn't. But let me read this box to you. So it's the Dior Forever Cushion Powder. It's limited edition. It just says loose powder. Okay, and then there's a barcode. So let's for kicks and giggles. Dior.com is currently under maintenance, so unavailable. Okay, cool. But just says loose powder. So loose powder is typically for all over your face. So here's the cushion. Do you already see the problem? Can you tell before I even open this for you? It is so glittery. So what am I supposed to do with that? You know, okay, let's try it. Let's see if I look ethereal and beautiful and gorgeous and stunning and poreless and perfect. Here we go. Here we go. It's a mess. It's bad. Okay. Okay, so like my thought is maybe if it's supposed to be buffed into the skin. But the thing is the glitter is like kind of too scattered in order to be a highlight. Like it's not like that. So my thought was whenever I was like, well, maybe it's one of those things like when you start working it into the skin, like the glitter dissipates. So like Michelle has kind of talked about the meteorites from Guerlain in that fashion where it's like, it took me a long time to figure out how to make it work for me. Okay, so here's the side the powder's on. I just have glitter all over my face. And that's what it is. I don't know, it's a powder. It's powder it's Edward Cullen powder? Like I simply don't understand. Kind of from where you are though. I don't know. Let me just do it again. So the smart person would do. But also if this is a highlighter, it's just like it's not like elegant looking. And that's like the confusing part. It's very confusing. Also the glitter, wherever I apply it, it just kind of stays there. It's not really dispersing. Maybe I shouldn't film my first, maybe I won't, I am still gonna put on that eye product, but I was going to film it for like vertically for phone footage, but I don't think that is a good idea. I don't think don't think that's a very good idea. Like Nicole, I look at this and it's so pretty, right? Like, it's like I would like to keep it. But she had made a joke. She's like, maybe it could be like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants where we just keep passing this around. So if I ever trade makeup with you and you get this in your thing, just know that that's what we're doing. You can try it. Look like this. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. So stunning. All right, I do need a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna go with Soleil Dew from Surratt. You know, maybe it is a Surratt video. Do I have another new bronzer? Actually, I'm gonna use the Victoria Beckham one. I haven't really used it as like my bronzer in a while, and I think the softness of everything and the fact that the eye look's not gonna be soft, so I don't know why I'm holding on to this like very ethereal look because it's not gonna look as ethereal. But I just think that with all the base makeup that I have going on today, I just feel like a heavy bronzer would like overtake a little bit of what we've done. And I feel like the Victoria Beckham bronzer is even more neutral. I feel like my Tom Ford one's pretty neutral, but I feel like this one's even more neutral. The glitter's falling off my face. It's really a time. I actually think it looks, I mean, I'm looking in it's like a very small monitor. I feel like the glitter isn't like looking crazy from this distance. But in the mirror, I can see it. So I don't know. It's so weird. I don't need to learn how to make this Dior product work. I'm pretty sure they don't, it's like already like a thing that doesn't exist anymore. But like, damn, what was the point? And I even tried going to their website to learn more. And I didn't because the website was down, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna cut to after the new thing that I'm trying out is on my eyes. And it's gonna take us from here to an entirely different place. Okay, I'm back. It wasn't as dramatic as I thought, but sneak peek of an upcoming item. Like I can't just leave it there with this eye look. So we are going to use, say it with me now, Ice Blink from Shine by SD and Seeking Shifts, the Earthborn from the Earthborn collection. If I ever get the opportunity to, you know, have an eyeshadow collection, whether it be with an indie brand or otherwise, but you know, it's probably not gonna happen because I like shit talk eyeshadow all the time. I would be like, I want it to be this. And they'd be like, well, that already exists. And I would say, it does. But it's the perfect eyeshadow. I mean, so if I had to guess the things that I have sold the most of, like, there's probably 3 things that I have influenced the most people into buying. The first thing being the Surratt Dewdrop foundation, but that's like because it's been an overarching theme from my channel even since I was much smaller. And I think people, when they first found me, like really trusted that I was like a small creator who, like a very small creator who was like talking about this foundation and like, I liked it. So that, Barba Papa, and Ice Blink. I think those are maybe the 3 things that I've sold the most. They are the 3 things that I've definitely heard back from the most people who have said, I bought this because of you. And honestly, if that's my legacy, I think I've only done right. So just remember, this isn't Fallout. It's just the powder I used. I really didn't need to because of all the glitter and like it doesn't really matter because this makeup look is a little bit bunk, you know? There's some PR that was sent to me that I think is lost in the mail forever. And I think it's more than one piece. I think it's actually 3 things of PR that are like lost to the FedEx ether. They all got shipped out to me around the same time. And they just, none of them are here yet. And the one thing should be here at least. The other things, I don't know, tracking wise, like they didn't give some, like a weird thing about PR is like sometimes brands will be like, we're gonna send this to you, and you're like, cool. And then most of them don't send you tracking numbers or even notify you that it has gone out. And so then you're like, did you change your mind? And like, there's nothing more embarrassing, truly, than to have to be like, hey, where's my free thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel good. I don't like doing it. What is going on? What's going on? Everything's falling apart. Finish off the eyes. I'm gonna use, is this Ash? Ash from Victoria Beckham. And then I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Smoky Stretch Mascara. Does anyone else just avoid sharpening a pencil because you're lazy and you're like, it's okay if it pokes my eye, like will accept that? That's kind of like what just happened. I'm not proud of it. I must say, I'm pretty excited to get the Makeup Forever out of my drawers, keep what I want and pass along what I don't, because my to test drawer, or like things that I'm working on testing, it's just it's so full right now. There's only a couple things that I'm gonna be very upfront about not having given a fair shot, and I'll just pass on them, but I'll tell you my experience with them. The Makeup Forever powder. Because this Dior one reminds me a lot of the one from Makeup Forever. This Twist and Light one. Not because of the twisted part, but it's shiny. It's like there's glitter in it. This actually has much more finer glitter particles than the one from Dior. The one from Dior, there's like just chunks of glitter on my face right now. I really don't know what they were thinking. I've been wearing this lip look quite a bit. It's been a favorite lip look of mine. Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever. I'm gonna line my lips with that. This is Love Potion. Now, I don't know if they still make the shade, but it's like this pale nude. With the power of these two lip products combined, a dream. It really is. Like, I've been... I want to talk about makeup forever stuff that I really enjoyed. This has been really good. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this. More so because I like the color of it as a base for cool-toned lip glosses. And I like the color of it. And if they made a lipstick in this color, I'd buy it. It's really pretty. I really like it. Anyway, that's the final look. Sorry, this is like... I had better intentions when I came into this video, but it kind of just like turned into a chaotic mess. Everything from pulling off the brush off of the Surratt foundation on, pure chaos. But I will tell you, the product that I can't tell you about yet that's on my eyes, that went a lot better than I expected it to. I'm kind of impressed by it, but we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be something that lasts very long on my eyes, but it applied really beautifully. And I think that's, you know, half the battle, but not the full battle. Anyway, if you happen to be new to my channel and you made it through this video, wow, you should stick around because I do better videos. I'm also on patreon.com if you'd like to support me there. I do some additional content. Everyone at every level gets the same content. It's just give what you can if you'd like to. And it's also where my podcast with Kackie currently lives. I also do content beyond the podcast, just in case you weren't interested in the podcast, but you were looking to support me. I don't know. Whatever you want to do it. Merch down below. Not really great for this season. That's it. Make sure you like the video so more people can see this nonsense. And that's it. I'm wrapping it up. I'm ready to go. I'm tired. I've had a whole day. I told you how busy I've been. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Remember to follow your haute. And you'll find me. Bye-bye. Forever.